What's up, guys? What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Tea with Mo. And today I'm going to talk to you about an idea that you need to understand and you need to get really clear on this one on your journey to your goal. On your journey to build that physique, you know, to reach that goal, whatever it is, bro. I mean, almost everybody makes this mistake nowadays, and this goes like this. Like most people don't want to hear the truth. Most people don't want to hear the truth. They want to be treated nicely. They want to be talked to very nicely. You know what I mean? And it's actually what they're saying. What they're saying, don't tell me the truth. Don't tell me that I'm making mistakes. Don't tell me that I'm lazy. Don't tell me that I don't have self-confidence. Don't tell me that I'm a coward. Don't tell me that I'm not thinking straight. Don't tell me that I'm not respecting myself enough to get in shape and to start working out. Like, don't tell me the truth. This is a big problem. So I heard a quote. I read a quote the other day from a Stoic book, and it says like this. It goes like this: If you want to offend, if you want to offend a strong man, tell him a lie, and if you want to offend a weak man, tell him the truth. So people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want to face themselves. They want to live. They want to protect that ego. They want to protect that idea that they have about themselves. That's a big mistake because if you're really sincere about moving ahead, if you're really sincere about moving forward, about getting the goal, about getting that six pack, about developing that physique, about whatever it is, getting the business, getting the girl, bro, if your goal is so important for you, the only thing you care about is what's gonna help you. You don't care. You don't give a shit anymore if somebody talks to you in a harsh way, if somebody tells you things exactly how they are. You don't care about political correctness anymore because anyways that's bullshit. All that political correctness stuff is bullshit. It's nonsense. You know what politicians do. You know what they lie to you. They tell you the truth. They tell you the lie in a nice way. They give you the lie in a nice way, in a politically correct way. And because it's politically correct, because it's in a way that is more acceptable, so you roll with it. You roll with it. And you know how politicians are. Everybody's Nobody's telling you the truth how it is. Nobody's like talking to you exactly. Listen, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we can do. This is what we can do. That's what's up. And this is what's wrong with you. And this is what's wrong with me. And this is the way to make things happen. Nobody's talking to you directly. Everybody's trying to cut corners and find ways to make things look nicer than what they actually are. That's harming you because you're not gonna get to your final result. So the idea of today is like this: if you want to reach your goal, you're gonna need to change. You're gonna need to change the way you are. You're gonna need to change your subconscious conditioning. You're gonna have to change the way you behave. You're gonna have to change a lot of things about you. So, in order to do that, you need to understand what has to be changed. You need to understand the truth of yourself. You need to understand your truth. You need to understand where you are right now. My late mentor, Bob Proctor, used to say, in order to change, you need to understand two things: where you are right now and where you want to go. And when he used to say where you are right now, I didn't understand this. I thought he was thinking about where am I right now physically, like where am I, which country I'm living, what am I doing as for work. I thought he was thinking about my circumstances, but actually, with years, I understood that what he was talking about is where am I right now as a person, as a character, mentally, my persona, my character, my mental and self development. Where am I at the moment? You need to understand where you are so you can fix the mistakes that you got about yourself. Like, don't be delusional, think that there is nothing wrong with you. But at the same time, be humble enough to accept the truth as it is so it can free you, so you can see it clearly and it can change you. Okay? I did this with my students, the one that listened, and some of them were in a tough situation. It was very, very complex to solve, and the person couldn't see what he was. Like, he couldn't see the mistake. He couldn't see it because he was constantly putting the responsibility on other things, not on himself. So in one of the coaching sessions that I had, like I told him directly how it was. I told him that he was acting in a certain way, bad way. I told him directly the truth in a respectful way, but it was truth. It was harsh. It was like a hard pill to swallow. He digested that. He thought about it, and then he came to the realization that if he wants to improve his life, he needs to just fix what I told him. And because he accepted that truth, he managed to fix the problem. This time it was in his relationship, and he completely changed everything. He actually dropped the relationship he was in, it was not working, and moved to a next one with a better character, with a better energy. That's how it is. So if you are one of these guys or one of these girls that when you receive the truth, you don't want somebody to tell you the truth. You want somebody to talk all the time nice to you, and and take your excuses, and consider whatever ideas you have, and blah blah blah. Bro, when you make a mistake, you need to be told that you're making a mistake. Okay, very simple. When you do not respect your macros and don't do what has to be done, you need to be told that you're being lazy and you're not doing the job. Now, it's not because of your work. It's not because of you're tired today, or it's not because of God knows what. It's all bullshit. You're making excuses. So you need to understand that is what's going on with you and you need to fix it. Okay? Simple as this. Well, obviously, as you can see, I'm tired. I've been traveling for a couple of days. I'm a little bit tired. I'm lacking energy a little bit, so I'm having tea. But I had to make the video and share with you guys this idea that I had today from this beautiful spot here, South Spain. Hope it's clear. Seek the truth. Don't be a coward. Don't be a weak man. Seek the truth, no matter how it is. I don't care. Right now, often I when I speak with my wife, I tell her like, I wish I have somebody on, like somebody is watching me 24/7 with I don't know, with a stick in his head, or with his hand, or with something. He can whip me the moment I make a mistake. I want that. I would pay for that. I would pay for somebody that would coach me and that would smack me every time I slip or every time I make a mistake, because my goals for me are more important than anything else. I want to reach my destination. I need somebody, I need the coach that I wish. It's not possible. Even if you can pay, that's not possible. So if you find somebody that actually gives you the directions and tells you the truth, but you should be happy that you have somebody like that. You should actually pay to get to a circle of a coach that can tell you stuff like that. But obviously, it has to be a person that he knows what he's talking about. He got the results. He obviously know how to get you the result. Simple as that. Guys, I'm gonna leave you, and I'm gonna see you very, very soon. Peace.